Welcome back to the Fight Rundown, episode 187.
187. We've got it straight off the bat this time.
That's it, yeah. How are we doing? Sunday morning.
Not bad, yeah. Fresh off a huge night of boxing. Late night for me. I mean, I know you're partial to a late night on the weekend. I know.
Yeah, I am. Maybe not a 1 a.m.
No, it was a late one for us, and up bright and early to film a nice review.
100%.
First of all, I'll just say, obviously we're talking about Fury Usyk if it wasn't already clear. I really enjoyed the whole night. I did watch the whole night. I popped in and out all the way from like David Nika and Sergey Kovalev. Yeah. I was popping in and out of that, and then from 7 o'clock I was watching.
What time did Nikita
it's a hard one to say. Nika, I think it is.
Yeah.
That was like it's mad. It's like 5 or something.
Oh, was it? Yeah.
Super
so
early. It was on like for flipping ages. I caught a tumor. You know, I caught pretty much every fight. I enjoyed them all.
I like that. Well, how we running this on top to bottom or bottom to top?
I think bottom to top's about right.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Right. So obviously the first one, I only started watching Mark Chamberlain.
Yeah.
So I'll let you take it away.
Yeah. Well, Sergey Kovalev gets stopped by what's his name? Robin Safar, who I actually
this wasn't the order.
No.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I thought. Oh, yeah. That's it. Yeah.
It's I tell you what I caught. I caught a bit of this one, then I caught. No, it's not actually not the order. No, because Ituma was after Mark Chamberlain.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the order at all. Yeah, we got that right. So Robin Safar stopped Sergey Kovalev. I mean, Sergey Kovalev is a bit of an old man nowadays, isn't he? But
was it the last 10 seconds?
Yeah, I think it was something like that.
That's a real shame, isn't it?
It is, and maybe that's that. Maybe that is that age. You know, not as a little bit more fragile as you get older. And fair play to Robin Safar. Like I say, I hadn't heard of him before, and he comes in and beats Sergey Kovalev. That's a huge scalp for somebody like that. I think I didn't really catch much of that David Nika fight. Mark Chamberlain.
Just on that Kovalev one, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, is this giving you a bit of a red flag for like when Mike Tyson fights? Like, look at the way Kovalev crumbled.
100%.
He's 41, and then Tyson's 57.
I know. It's me and a good friend of the podcast, my brother, Will Bowles, was talking about this, and we're saying like everybody who thinks Mike Tyson's going to win, and you ask them why do you think that, it's just the answer is always it's Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
this guy's nearly 60. It don't matter. It doesn't really matter. He's
not built like that, is he?
No, he's not. And I just think it's a perfect example of as you get older, you're getting a little bit more fragile. His condition is not going to be the same no matter what he trains. You know that it's going to be a struggle. He's coming up against I think, in my opinion, I quite like Jake Paul nowadays. He's a young and hungry competitor.
Yeah.
In the boxing world, and it's looking like a dangerous matchup for Mike Tyson. Like, who would have thought we'd be saying that?
Yeah, true.
But it's a good point, mate. It does scare you a little bit for that Mike Tyson fight. Mark Chamberlain first on the televised on the big you sort of call 7 p.m. as like that's the start.
Yeah,
don't you?
Like, the main card. I guess. Yeah. Did you pay for it, by the we?
Yeah.
I had the dodgy box running all the way to the main event. It's like
glitching
out.
Yeah,
so,
really.
Yeah, so we had to pay for it. What an hell.
Yeah, the old dodgy box is meant to be good as well, isn't it?
Yeah, supposedly.
Well, first round stoppage.
Who's this for?
Mark Chamberlain.
Yeah. Oh, well, absolutely blitzed him, didn't he? I mean, I saw that one, and Jesus, like we spoke about him last episode. First to Gavin Gwynn. Now Wahab, like he's making a serious name for himself, isn't he?
And now he's in the top 8 in the world.
Crazy.
And I still think that Sam Noakes fight's a huge fight, and Sam Noakes isn't even that far away either. I think he's like ranked 11th or 12th.
Sam Noakes got a fight booked, or was it just?
I think it's
he
just
fought.
been.
He just fought
Just
on the
been.
Bentley
He just
Bingham card,
boxed
wasn't it?
Ivan Mendy, didn't he?
Yeah, that's
won
it. Your call, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Won a decision there. I think it's a really interesting fight. We know that they've both got dynamite in their hands now because we can see that. So can I just say, to be fair to our mate Fraser Clark, good commentary.
Wow,
he was very good, wasn't he?
Smashed it.
He was very good, wasn't he? And
he's the man. He's got the swag.
I catch myself looking at telly being like, yeah, I fucking agree with that.
Yeah,
yeah, it was really good. I think he's got a career in that if he wanted it.
Oh yeah, 100%. I agree. I think he's really like smashed just the commentary aspect of it.
Yeah.
And again, you was like, oh, that's a great point. Now.
Yeah, and as he was saying, like, someone like Mark Chamberlain is obviously got that natural power that he's born with, and he doesn't have to load up shots, and he can just box, and that natural power will get them out of there anyway if he puts in the right technique, the timing, and the speed. That power is always going to be there, and he showed it again.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And I want to see him in a huge fight. Maybe like I want to see him against Sam Noakes in a good fight in England, and then I want to see him get a huge opportunity against like a Zepeda or something like that.
Jeez. Well, I'm gonna get into what I think where his next fight will be, but I've got to talk about something else first. So it adds up. But I'll wait for it. I'll wait for the opportunity to come up.
All right.
It's not in this fight. And then next fight. To be fair, by the way, Isaac Lowe, fair play.
I didn't actually catch that.
Yeah, he actually got the win.
Did he?
Yeah. To be fair, they should have the results on that. But yeah, fair play. Isaac Lowe coming in with the win. And then moving on.
It was Itilma after that, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, what can you say? He's just steam. He's gone back to the old haircut as well.
Yeah. He looked fresh, to be fair.
Yeah,
I did rate it.
I prefer the braids on him though.
I was saying to the missus because we're actually getting our name about a little bit nowadays, aren't we?
Yeah.
I was saying we were just watching the box, and I was saying to the missus, "Oh, we know him."
Oh yeah,
yeah, we met him.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know, but he's our mate. But I'd probably agree with the braids as well. By the way,
yeah, okay.
Looks fresh.
I like that.
Looks clean. Mazenchev looked a little bit nervous in there.
Yeah.
And he looks like he's, based on his record, he carries serious power. His knockouts was in the 20s, but just a routine performance from Itilma, wasn't it?
Yeah, he literally just goes out there and just gets paid, doesn't he? He doesn't get paid by the hour.
No, exactly.
Just absolutely blitz rolled him.
As they said quickly on that, they're going to have trouble, and they're going to have to pay some serious money to get him matched up with someone any good. And
yeah, 100%. I mean, the question is, what is next for him now? Like, we've got to start.
George Groves said something like Joseph Parker, I swear.
Yeah, George Groves said, put him in the deep end, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, maybe not world level quite yet. You can't see him win the British.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's just won the Intercontinental.
Get him in with Fraz Clark or Fabio.
Man. Bloody hell, that would be some fight, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think that's the level.
Do you reckon he's not English champ, though, is he?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, that's probably next, isn't it?
Yeah, someone like a Fabio or Fraz Clark will be good for him.
Yeah, I reckon 2 fights until then.
Yeah.
But he's making serious, easy work.
Yeah.
I think he just does need that gatekeeper opponent next.
Yeah, I do rate that. I mean, I'm trying to think of who that would be.
Let's get the rankings up.
Chisora.
Bloody hell,
He's a little bit over the hill now, though, isn't he?
We do love a good Chisora matchup, though, don't we?
Yeah.
Let's have a look here. 1 second, guys.
Let's have a look at them rankings.
David Adelaide.
Oh, that's a good fight.
That is the one. Obviously, I know there was a lot of talk about Johnny Fisher.
The Bosch Soldier, yeah.
Everyone wanted to see that.
Itilma would smoke the Bosch Soldier.
I think that's actually unfair.
Yeah. Huey Fury. That's a good name.
Yeah. Yeah, even Dave Allen would be cool.
Dave Allen would be a cool fight.
I don't know if they'd get him back in, but
Dave Allen would take that fight as well, I think.
Nathan Gorman.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some options there in there. Even Dakras wouldn't be a bad
Dakers,
idea.
he had some undefeated young guys. That'd be a good win for him as well. But moving on then, mate.
Yeah, moving on to was it Frank Sanchez, Ajit Kabial?
It was, yeah.
Can I shake your hand? I apologise.
Oh.
I apologise.
Thank you.
Balls was right. Yeah, absolutely called it, to be fair. And this is a guy, to be fair, is that probably your strongest division, the heavyweights?
Ooh.
You're really clued up on the heavyweights. It's a weird question.
Yeah.
It's a weird question, but...
To be honest, yeah. I think it definitely is.
If you had to do Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, you're picking the heavyweight division, aren't you?
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Yeah. What are you picking if you had to do Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, any category, what are you picking?
Boxing.
You're going heavyweight.
Like
if you had to go like
a division that I know the most.
Anything in the world.
Anything in the world.
Could be joinery after your skills on Friday.
No, I'll tell you what, yeah. I'll stick that on the Fight Rundown Instagram.
You sent it to me, haven't you?
Yeah.
I'll put it in the video.
Anyone wants any work done, then let me know. I'll tell you what, heavyweight boxing is a great shout. I feel like I know that. Like
current
all the
heavyweight division.
I mean, I feel like I'm clued up on the 90s as well.
Really? Jeez.
Yeah, you know that.
So
because I'm watching fights. I'm watching Riddick Bowe. I'm watching. I'm watching Razor Ruddock.
Yeah, I think I'd be recent calm. I think mine would be either 2014 onwards MMA or obviously WWE.
That'd be good.
08 to current WWE.
I think you're WWE. I think that's your best bet there.
Yeah. I think either way, I think I'd be pretty set.
Yeah.
I think I could make 500k.
I think I could become a millionaire.
Jeez. Yeah. Big statement. Yeah, and this fight, I mean, did you even expect it to be like this though?
I expected Frank Sanchez to box on a bit more.
He was looking for excuses in the first 2 rounds, wasn't he?
He was, and I saw he's got some sort of knee brace on, which could mean that he's had a little bit of trouble in training camp, possibly, with his leg. But anyway, that's not Ajit Kabiel's concern at all.
No,
goes in there and does a job regardless. And I just thought, you think, when Kabiel beat Chisora, no one knew who Kabiel was. And Chisora, that's a good Chisora as well.
Yeah.
You got to remember.
Respectable Chisora, yeah.
So, just that win, and then he doesn't get a fight years later.
Yeah, 2017.
Yeah. That's a very good Chisora. Doesn't really get a look in the next couple of years, some mid opponents. And he's just burst onto the scene like Micah Richards. and he's pulling it off. And
Makhmudov and Makhmudov and Frank Sanchez back to back. That's kind of insane.
Is he him? Maybe.
He's looking like it. By the way, random ass shout here. Do you not think Ajit Kabiel looks like a Frank Sanchez, and a Frank Sanchez looks like an Ajit Kabiel? Like if you switch the names, you'd kind of agree with it.
Yeah. I do agree with that.
I don't know why. I was thinking it during the fight. I was like,
yeah,
you just switch these names and like, you won't blink an eye.
No.
Like, if we switch names, it'll look weird.
If
we switch names, it'll look weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I know what you mean.
Frank Sanchez, no, Ajit Kabiel, no, Frank. Yeah, Ajit Kabiel looks like someone called Frank Sanchez.
Yeah, it's true. You could switch the names. I do like that.
Proper Miami type shit. He had the
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Frank Sanchez looked like a scary geezer. He'll tell you what he looked like.
My God, he looks like a...
He looked like
the Apes type shit.
He looked like a Zanti bouncer is what he looked like. Zanti strip.
Yeah.
Zanti strip or Tenerife strip or something like that. One of the big bouncers who will literally just smack you for dancing on the table.
Scary.
Yeah,
but
he did.
Just on that fight though, like he was already complaining about back of the heads and low punches in the first 5 minutes. I thought
he had a good first round as well.
Yeah,
but I don't know what happened. I mean, maybe he was feeling that pressure that Kabiel puts on non-stop.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved watching it.
He's an exciting fighter to watch, isn't he? And he's one of those, and I'm not even like trying to say it here, but I generally think I'm quite similar. I'm not saying I'm comparing myself to Kabiel, but a lot tougher to deal with when you're in there than what you look like, say, if you was on the pads or you're watching him from the outside. And it was a good point from the commentary saying, like, he's probably... He looks so hard to deal with when you're fighting him. That constant pressure and that constant punching, and he didn't give him any space to breathe. And Frank Sanchez, this is it. You got to remember, glaze the Cubans again. This is a Cuban fighter, born and bred to box. Yeah, you know, and he didn't give him any time to breathe. And it was obviously the best performance of his career. But I want to see him. I want to see him fight someone in the top 6 maybe now.
Yeah, 100%. I want to see a huge fight on the card. I reckon he's going to be back on Middle Eastern grounds, and I reckon they're going to match him up with Hrgovic.
Oh,
Do you know? Because now you've got that like Saudi kind of group.
Yeah.
Like constantly there. They're in the same fights.
Yeah.
Hrgovic has made his name onto that list.
He has, yeah. Oh, God.
Or Parker. I mean,
I like the Parker fight.
There. So I reckon Ajit Kabial is looking at a massive fight. Is it Agit or Ajit?
I think it's Ajit.
Yeah. He's looking at a massive payday either way.
Yeah.
So, and also, I don't know, that jab to the body, did it look like a knockdown? Do you reckon he gave up at that point?
Yes.
So the first one came in with a big hook, and then he was protecting from the hooks, and it was literally looked like a regular jab. Not saying it wasn't hard, because I've never hit, you know what I mean? I've never been hit by a Kabial, but...
This is seasoned professionals, isn't it?
Yeah, well, he kind of just did crumble.
Sanchez, you for sure didn't want to get up on the last knockdown.
No.
He didn't want any part of it. He didn't want the smoke, and God knows where Frank Sanchez goes from here. Wins like FA Jagba and shit like that, and then you go and put in a stinker like this. It's hard to know where you go, because he wasn't a name anyway.
No,
and he's just shown that he's not at the level of the top 5 in the world.
This is probably the biggest, most, what is it like? You've got the most to lose, also the most to gain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That on this card is probably the main one, wasn't it?
Definitely, yeah.
So, yeah, shocker in Riyadh. And then moving on, Joe Cordina versus Anthony Kakache. Probably the biggest shock of the night.
Definitely, yeah. And I don't think we gave Kakache enough credit.
No, not at all.
For the build-up. No. I didn't think he was about that. Like, I don't think he was that good. And they said it quite well again. It was like, he literally starts combinations with a power shot straight off the bat.
Yeah.
He went for it, and...
Stuck that on him.
What, it was a little bit of a controversial... in the first couple rounds.
It was quite a bad late shot, wasn't it?
It was. And he said that, Cordina was going in for a body shot as well. That's bullshit. I'm sure he didn't.
No.
I didn't see that.
I'm going to talk about his post-fight words after, because that's what I always relate to earlier.
Yeah.
But as for the fight, yeah, obviously that big shot, I don't think it hurt Cordina, though. He did stumble back, but I don't think it hurt him too much for that. When he knocked him down.
Yeah.
The barrage, that was... Cordina looked terrible after that. Like, he didn't recover, did he?
Yeah, and this is probably the slickest boxer in the division, and he just couldn't get going after that knockdown.
Just looking for the knockout, wasn't he? He was just loading up on all his shots.
Yeah, he was.
Just stood on the ropes. For 2 rounds, really.
Yeah, and anyone who knows a bit of boxing or has boxed before, you'll know, like, if you're standing on the ropes, if the ref doesn't stop it, then you're well down on the cards. You need to at least try and go in for a hold so the referee breaks the clinch or throw back. But at this point, you're not. If Kakache is swinging at you, you're not throwing back. You want to try and get the clinch in, he was just stood there on the ropes like a sitting duck, really.
Yeah, 100%. He just didn't really want. I think he was just trying to find that one big shot, wasn't he? He just saw him go all for broke from round 7 onwards, and Kakache with the win now, an IBF and IBO world title champion, so an official world champion with the IBF.
Yeah,
and then not really happy with his post-fight speech. I think it was very disrespectful.
Yeah,
to his. He pretty much said he does not want to fight ever in the UK, and
he just wants to fight in Saudi. Yeah.
I thought it was just a bit out of order. That
you
know what I mean? All these people who support you from Dublin, all your hometown people, and then you've thrown them away, really.
Well, you could make a huge fight in Dublin against Zelfa Barrett or someone like that, where you could really promote it and you can have that bad blood sort of fight and get people really excited in your hometown. But you've basically just said, "Nah, fuck you, I want to stay here."
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Like, it's the way he said it. You know what I mean? He genuinely does not want to fight ever in the UK and only in Saudi. I'm just shocked. I know. Really.
Yeah, and he was saying that the likes of Zelfa Barrett are never going to get a shot at the title. It's like,
well, he is, isn't he?
Yeah, it's just there's nothing you can do about it, mate. It's just if you want to. if you want to stay there, I'd love Zelfa to go over to Saudi and fucking leather him, absolutely batter him. But
I don't know if Zelfa could, because it is a really good match, though.
It is,
but now I just want to see Anthony Cacho lose his next fight.
Yeah, you know yeah. Is he might be a new fight rundown villain, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's a terrible post-fight. And then also he's like trying to justify his IBO title. Like,
yeah,
he just like digging a hole at that point, wouldn't he? Like, but yeah.
Bless him.
Yeah, I know. And then obviously Jai Optia versus Maurice Bradis. Kind of like shocking with how good Bradis did.
I know, yeah, and I'll just say another one I did say. Bradis would put in a good performance.
Yeah, you did. But was on point this card.
I was. The only one I did get wrong was Kakachi, and but I would have made a decent amount of money if I had any bollocks and bet.
I can't talk about money. I lost £100. I think the whole of it, to be fair.
Did you put it on Fury?
Yeah, Dad put it on Usyk.
You bastard.
Yeah, I know.
I told you about that. Anyway,
to be fair, Bet365 had a field day in the UK because Dad's may have put 2K on Fury.
Really?
Yeah. Fuck. I don't know why I've just outed him as well. Yeah. I shouldn't have outed him. But I think loads of the UK put Fury on, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, our good friend Henry messaged me just before. It was like expert opinions. What's going to happen? I said Usyk unanimous, but it wasn't unanimous, but I think I said decision, to be fair.
Nice one, balls.
Usyk decision, put money on it. I'd even put a couple quid on a draw, just in case.
Yeah. Did you like Dad's bet?
I did like it, yeah, I said that. I enjoyed looking at that. I thought, nice
smart guy. Yeah. Smarter than his son.
Yeah, and he put a bet on for fucking...
Fire.
Get out. Fight rundown villain. Fuck off. Anyway, is
that's fucking illegal.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I agree, and it was like he put it on like a last minute 12th round KO for Usyk. I was like, bro, absolute just did not listen to me at all.
He's not Max Holloway, man.
Exactly. Yeah.
Could have won some money though.
Yeah, possibly. If he had listened to me, he would have.
I should have listened to you. Damn, I should have listened to you and your dad. You know,
but,
my dad.
But anyway.
And your dad.
Yeah, my dad's... he thought Fury was going to win, actually.
Of course he did.
Yeah. Because I look the same, that's why.
No, we know his look-alike.
Bob Cross.
Yeah, we're not doing this.
Yeah, that's too small.
But yeah, Jai Optia, to be fair, probably lost the later rounds.
Definitely lost the later rounds, didn't he?
Yeah, Cruz, the early ones, definitely lost like the last 3 or 4, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Last four, I think.
To be fair, the dodgy box was lagging like fuck at this point.
Was it?
Yeah, it was in and out. I was grinding some crunchy nut clusters.
Crunchy nut?
Yeah, crunchy nut clusters.
I was on some Baileys because it's all I had in the house.
Ah.
Yeah.
Is that good?
It's all right. Creamy.
Is
nice
it?
And creamy, yeah.
Sounds all right.
It is very nice. It's just, it's probably not a summer drink.
Ah, yeah, it's a Christmas drink, isn't it? Yeah. Ah, what a shame. What a shame. And then the main event, Usyk versus Fury. We'll start with the walkouts. Did you like them?
I enjoyed Fury's walkout. I enjoyed Usyk's attire as well.
Yeah, 100%. I didn't like Fury's attire, man.
No.
Not a fan. I like shorts.
Yeah.
I like shorts.
I like I need a hero.
Yeah. Did you see John Fury dancing?
No, I actually didn't.
Yeah, when Fury was like on the stage, like John Fury was like this, and
cringe guy.
WBC belt. I like him, and I know that's just a weird take.
Yeah, it is a hot take. If you were bald, you could press the button. But
yeah, I know. Maybe one day.
Yeah.
But, I like laughing at him. Yeah, you know what I mean, it's not so much. But apparently, the Prince of Saudi had a stern warning with John Fury and told him he needs to be on his best behaviour.
Wow, that's scary, isn't it?
Yeah, that is pretty scary. Or else. Yeah, so obviously the fights. Just want to say, John Fury's advice in the corner, kind of cooking. He was cooking with some takes.
To be fair, with that, when he was telling him to carry on with that uppercut, I like that.
And he also said double jab and then straight back on body left hook. And he literally, Fury came out and did exactly that combo.
Yeah.
And I was like, John Fury is cooking.
What I didn't like about the corner is there's too many people talking.
Oh, yeah. 3 or 4 people.
This random guy in the corner who I've never seen before, like, really good.
Yeah,
American guy with grey hair.
Yeah.
And John was doing some decent takes. So is Sugar Hill, but it's two.
Of course, Sugar Hill's gone to.
Yeah,
But also, you should just listen to one person, innit?
absolutely.
And it was his brother, Shane.
Yeah,
Shane,
and then,
Undisputed.
yeah,
Undisputed Tyson.
Yeah.
Like, just leave him.
yeah, I know. And Andy Lee as well. I mean, they're all good.
Yeah, yeah.
They've all got good knowledge, but there's just too many. You need one person to listen to, and Usyk got that right in his corner. He just has his one coach who he has to listen to. Just too many people in the corner.
Fraz Clark said it as well. He said there's a lot going on in that corner.
Did he?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's cooking.
Yeah, the Bowleys think alike. I completely agree. Way too much going on in that corner for someone who's going through. This is the biggest moment of your life, and all you're hearing is all over the place. It's no, definitely not what you want, is it?
No, not at all. But yeah, fight starts. How did you score the first three?
Usyk.
Did you? Yeah,
First
yeah. Some not gonna out him because obviously I don't think it was right. But anyway, some people were saying maybe Fury got the first three as well. But I don't know.
No,
I had the first two Usyk, next four Fury.
Yeah, I think I might agree with you on that actually. Yeah. First two for Usyk, four for Fury,
and then I think it might have gone 4-4. Yeah, I mean, I can't really remember what happened after that, but I definitely scored the winner to Usyk.
Yeah,
100%.
And then the knockdown winning the fight. I think.
Let's talk about that.
I mean,
firstly, what happened? Usyk landed a clean left overhand.
Something like that.
Left overhand, and then comes at him. By the way, maybe 2 rounds previously, 3 rounds previously, busted Fury's nose when Fury was really cruising at this point.
It was, yeah.
And yeah, literally rocks Fury. How the hell? I don't know. You need to watch it, to be fair. We can't do it justice. Fury stays on his feet and a standing count comes in. Give me a take.
I think any other fight in history, I think it has a chance of getting stopped. But I don't hate it because it is probably the biggest fight of the last this century. Undisputed, you know. So I'm not too mad at it, but I do think that any other fight, that fight gets stopped. And then
Jordan Thompson, Jai Optia.
Yeah,
it was
exactly,
the exact same,
exactly, yeah. And it's and also you got that that Fury nearly died in that ring against Wilder and got back up. You've got that element as well, and that must scare every opponent that Tyson Fury will ever face, because you go that you can hit him with your best shot. You can be the biggest puncher in the world, hit him with your best shot, and he'll get back up.
Yeah, he's never getting knocked out.
No, never.
I'd never bet on Fury to lose by knockout.
No.
Or Usyk to win by knockout.
Yeah, so that's got to play into it a little bit as well. Like, we know that Fury can get absolutely flattened and then come back, get back up and be fine. So I can sort of see it, and I can see why it was just a standing count, but it should have come in a little bit earlier, probably.
Do you think that if it wasn't that magnitude, they would have fought until the knockout? Because a lot of people saying, why didn't you let Usyk carry on? You could have finished him. And I know that makes no sense because safety of the fighter, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Safety of the fighter and the fight of the magnitude as well. It's without a doubt. It's just because it was the undisputed fight why you sort of want that. You do want it to carry on until the end, don't you? You do sort of want to see a little bit, maybe a little bit of drama at the end with a decision. And I actually don't hate him for it.
Okay. Fair play. And yeah, the decision gets read. It was a split decision win for Usyk. Did you see any shenanigans coming in when that third scorecard was about to read? Do you think?
I thought draw straight away. Yeah. Straight away, I thought draw. But honestly, I had the pictures up on the TikTok ready to post, and as soon as I heard Usyk, I posted it straight away.
You already prepared the comms for Usyk winning?
Already, I prepared the captions, hashtags, everything. I was literally ready to press it, and then I heard Usyk out. King got that on there.
Was it that quick?
That quick. As soon as he said Alexander, I must have been the first person in the world to put it out there that Usyk had won.
So literally, if you want to keep up with the latest news,
literally, yeah, I'm going to claim that for the rest
especially the TikTok. I'll run with that for the rest of your life. I was the first person to announce the winner.
Actually, I was. Bowles from Grimsby is the first person to announce Usyk is victorious.
I reckon you actually did.
Literally,
was it literally when he said "ooh"?
Alexander
Oh,
I posted it straight away. So, literally the latest news. Getting the fight rundown TikTok.
Yeah, 100%. That's hilarious.
Fury, I don't know whether I misinterpreted what he said, but I don't know whether it's saying about because his country's at war, we got the decision.
Yeah, he did say that. Yeah,
that's bullshit, isn't it? I can't believe he said
I missed it the first time.
that.
Do you know while they were talking? I
Yeah.
missed him saying that because I thought we've got a fat fly in here as well.
Doing my head in.
Get out of it. Yeah, I missed him actually saying that, but I was like, oh, Fury, man. This is where the loser comes into play, though, innit? He's never lost. What's his emotions going to be like?
Yeah, and he threw a little tantrum at the post fight as well, didn't he? He was basically saying, he was like, "I love boxing."
Yeah,
he was like nearly crying, and but you know, he kept going on about, oh, it means nothing to me, but at that level, of course, it fucking does. You know,
it's his life.
You're a winner. You're a winner, and it's what you are. It's what you've always known.
Yeah.
Of course you're going to care, and there's nothing wrong with that.
He didn't care about the Joshua fight. All he ever cared about was being undisputed and undefeated.
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing he ever wanted to do in his career.
He might still, who knows?
He can't be undefeated, can he?
No, not undefeated, no, but could still be undisputed one day, maybe.
I reckon he'll win the rematch, you know.
Do you reckon they'll go for a third fight?
October the 11th or 12th is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
That first week of October, second week of October.
Yeah.
Is what I'm hearing.
I will say as well, purely based on Usyk, Joshua, Usyk, Fury looked better. I think Fury looked better than AJ did.
I think AJ is a different AJ than the one that fought Usyk.
I know, yeah, it is.
Sounds weird.
Of course,
backing AJ. You know what I mean?
Of course, I'd back my boy AJ.
Yeah,
and I'd glaze him all the way, and I'd back him against Usyk as well, just because that's my boy.
Yeah.
I'd probably go.
Usyk's insane, by the way.
I know.
We hadn't even spoke about the fact that he just beat everyone.
Like, literally is up there with Lennox Lewis, Evander Holyfield.
Yeah.
Now,
I'll just say it. Deontay Wilder if he would, low key, he does have a chance of beating Usyk with his style.
Yeah,
Hot
it
take?
would be. I think you might be scorching.
Yeah.
But
it's gonna rub a lot of people the wrong way. Though.
He could make it very awkward for Usyk, and he has that power. And we know Usyk can be a little bit fragile to the body at times.
Yeah.
So is it I don't personally think it's a scorching take. Other people definitely will.
Yeah.
But I can see where you're coming from. But yeah, I think in the end Usyk's skill would just be too much. But regardless of that, your top three heavyweights, whereabouts are you putting them?
Usyk 1, Fury 2, Joshua 3. Couldn't quite pull the trigger on that yet. Yeah, don't forget Fury has still fought for the undisputed title right there. So I know it was a split decision. It was close.
Yeah, true.
What about you? Usyk, Joshua, Fury.
Yeah,
that's fair.
I've got to stick with
Joshua Usyk.
Yeah, well, you see the vid of the ref for the main event, and they did like a coming up. This is your ref for the main event, where he got absolutely smacked in that.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? Yeah,
a couple months ago. I'd say that was funny. But yeah, what's next? Obviously, instant rematch in October, like we said, probably.
Yeah. Wonder where that will be. Saudi, probably.
Absolutely Saudi, won't it? And then, God knows after that. I mean, Fury, I don't think, no matter how many times he's retired, I don't think he will for a couple of years.
Yeah, 100%.
But, you know, fair play to Alexander Usyk, great champion, and has genuinely beat everybody in the division. And, yeah, it's not much more you can say, just one of the greatest of all time. Yeah,
100%. Well, we hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Of course, like we said, we're keeping all the latest news on TikTok, Instagram, X, YouTube, wherever you get your podcast from as well. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, we're doing great. Thank you to all our American listeners.
Crazy.
And French listeners. And, of course, all the boys in the UK and girls.
And I'm not forgetting about your Austrians as well. I'm not forgetting about you guys.
And the Canadians, the 4 Canadians.
Insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
It's been great. We appreciate the sport, appreciate love, and we will see you soon.